Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another video. Today, actually, yesterday, today we'll be reviewing the Champions League results for Arsenal in Belgium as Arsenal defeats Club Brugge 3 goals to nil away from home on the road. Arsenal, and specifically Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, maintain an undefeated 6 out of 6 record so far in the Champions League group stages as things stand. More importantly, yesterday's game was a game for Noni Madueke, who was heavily scapegoated signing from Arsenal fans because of the former club he came from, which is Chelsea. We have a lot of PTSD with doing business in the past with Chelsea. I think one of the few successful signings from Chelsea would be Jorginho. And even to a certain extent, you could say David Luiz, but for the most part, it's not been all rosy with the signings that we've got from Chelsea. Noni Madueke yesterday was brilliant goals from him, top bins, and then the only goal that could top that off happened half an hour later from Gabriel Martinelli. All I have to say for Gabriel Martinelli is tell this guy every game is a Champions League game and he will show up. He does not score average goals in the Champions League. Every goal Martinelli has scored has been electric, brilliant finish, precision, and that definitely topped it off with the Madueke goal. Both of them, I'm going to also give special mention to Zubimendi and Ben White. But in that first half of the game against Club Brugge, Arsenal's defense was really not good. There was a couple of moments where Hincapié and Mosquera, sorry, not Mosquera, Hincapié and who was it? This Norgard in center back. There were times where two of them, that partnership that we were testing out because of the injuries that we have, there were times where they were caught off guard and Raya had to bail us out. Raya, massive credits to Raya. I mean, you can't you can't fault him, but also defensively in that first half, it was really shaky. We still maintained a 1-0 until halftime. Arsenal looked like a different team once the second half started. Big up Jose, big up Lewis. How's everyone doing? Thanks everyone tuned in on Twitter as well. Appreciate you guys. Um, so my man of the match for the game has to be Madueke for the brace. Coming back from injury, you want the guy to perform well. And in the Champions League, with all the people that doubted him and didn't want him to sign for Arsenal, signing ridiculous petitions, thinking that's going to work to stop that signing that the board wanted and Arteta wanted. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. And I'm definitely eating my humble pie because I was one of those critics who said, I don't know if Madueke is going to do it at Arsenal. More importantly, a lot of people wanted Gabriel Martinelli sold to Saudi this season, and they're eating their words as well. Yesterday's game just highlighted rotation for me. But I agree with what Jose was saying. Arteta should have rotated before to avoid the injuries, to potentially avoid the injuries of Christian Mosquera, who was, dominating physicality wise at his young age and just starting to pitch into defense because Saliba and Gabriel were injured. I'm hoping Saliba would be fine for the game against Wolves at the Emirates Stadium. And keep in mind, Calafiori will not be able to play due to 5 yellow card suspension. He won't be available for selection, so he will finally get a rest. Urian Timber, Arteta says Urian Timber faced a knock. Arteta said Timber faced Arteta said Timber faced a knock in the last game against Aston Villa, and the game against Club Brugge was just coming too soon for him to travel. As a result, Timber, Declan Rice due to illness. Hopefully, it's not an injury, but Declan Rice and Saliba did not travel to Club Brugge in Belgium. Whether Declan Rice will play this game against Wolves or not, I personally think we should play either Zubamendi or Declan Rice. Give either one of a rest, but don't play both together. It is just Wolves, and as you guys can see, Wolves have been a wounded animal so far this season. They have yet to win a Premier League game, and it's not going to be any different at the Emirates. I really hope we can up our goal difference playing Wolves, because going up against Man City in a title race, you always want to up your goal difference. And yes, it does matter to win the game, which I'm not questioning against Wolves, but I would like us to up our goal difference if we could in this game. And I'm expecting nothing less than 3-0 in this game. Um, I didn't think we'd keep a clean sheet in Belgium, so big up to Raya for that. And the defense really held it together in the second half. I also want to say 16-year-old kid, Haleland Academy, Marley Salmon, coming on for Champions League game time. At 16 years of age, being the youngest in the squad to come on in the Champions League, get Champions League experience, even if it was just for a short time, that is huge, a huge moment in his career as a young athlete, as a young footballer. So I just want to give him credit when and where it's due. I know we didn't see too much of him, but just to be experiencing that Champions League moment, it's huge for him. So I can resonate with him, and that's a huge moment. I wanted to talk about separately. Sorry, I'm really sick. If you guys don't know already, the watch along yesterday, guys, you guys killed it. It was awesome. The support on Twitter and on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. As Arsenal destroyed Club Brugge, they didn't necessarily make it a walk in the park game for us, especially in that first half. They had a lot of chances, so did we. But Arsenal did make some mistakes where we were losing possession, getting caught out of play or out of possession, and often like cheaply giving the ball away. The second half is where we fixed up our act and got it together. So credits to Mikel for game management, and more so playing Norgard at center back in that position did pay off in that game specifically. So I am giving credit when and where it's due, but that's just based on this game alone. Going into the game against Wolves, Arsenal now questioning whether Saliba's going to play or not. I do think that Saliba would be on the bench. I don't think he would start. I'm not sure if Timber is going to start, and Calafiori we know suspended. Um, thank you. Big up, Bargav. Personally, I think that Arsenal will keep the similar lineup to the Champions League 11. I don't think we're going to have too much chopping and change like the Champions League lineup because of the injuries we have and because it's only Wolves. At the same time, you can argue with me and you can sit here and tell me Arteta's not going to play that 11 against Wolves. He would want to go strong, even though the opponent is a wounded animal like Wolves. For me, there are bigger games ahead in the League Cup coming up, in the Champions League. We need to be careful with this squad. You guys know once the fixture pileup hits in December and January, we're already losing defenders. It's almost literally almost one in, one out. We have Saliba back, and we still don't know an ETA for Gabriel Magalhaes. It's already been 4 weeks since the guy got injured on international break. So just deep it for a sec. I'm hearing ITKs on Twitter telling me he's going to be out for 4 weeks when it's already been 4 weeks. Like the math ain't mathin'. So these fraudulent ITK accounts on Twitter, all I have to say is don't quit your day job. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But shout out 305 Beer Money in the house, Florida. How you doing, my brother? Big up Bargav watching on Twitter. If you guys want to join, let me know. I just thought I'd do a quick stream, talk about the game yesterday. My mentions yesterday's game has to be in order: Madueke, Martinelli, Zubamendi, Ben White had a solid game, and Raya. Raya definitely kept Arsenal in the game in the first half. There was moments in that game where we could have easily conceded in the half itself um, if Raya didn't bail us out. Um, my score prediction was 2-1 Arsenal. I didn't think we'd keep a clean sheet, if I was being honest, because of the rotation we would be doing in defense. Hi, Mabos. How you doing? Good to see you here. I did see you in Rasa Stocks the other day. I don't see you in BBK Tarot's room anymore. I hope you're well. It'll be nice to see you over there. Hope you're having a good holiday season, Mabos. Definitely, I echo your words. Keep the standards high. Not only is it one game at a time, though, we need to take each game seriously. And this, for me, Wolves is an opportunity where Arsenal can up the goal difference. As City are catching up to us. And you guys watched that City Real Madrid game. City were by far the better team. Um, I think it's clear indication that Xabi Alonso, his time is numbered. I think it's only a matter of days or hours until he's gone. So that's just my thoughts on that. I thought I'd do a quick wrap up for the Club Rouge Arsenal stream. Unfortunately, I keep coughing, so I'm gonna have to keep this one short. But thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Just thought I'd give my brief thoughts on the game. We'll do a preview for Wolves tomorrow, or yeah, I guess I'll do it tomorrow. Hopefully, if I'm feeling better. I can't even talk without coughing. No, this isn't contagious, if you're gonna ask. And no, I don't have COVID. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good rest of your evening. I'll see you all in the next one tomorrow. We'll preview Wolves at the Emirates Stadium. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it.